two things here. One, a lot of people have horse blinders on, I like to call, just because we live in a very modern society, and where we have instant access to all these things all the time, right? I can call up my doctor, I can go to my doctor, I can get all these things, and you can, right? But what if you can't?
Yeah,
Like
you
you're
can
talking
until you
about
can't.
it in that, right? You can until you can't. And you're talking you're touching on that second thing, the access. You have to have access. If you do not have access because of a snowstorm or a hurricane or whatever else is or a trucker strike or whatever it is, you do not have access to these things. You cannot get
Hmm.
them. So that
Yeah.
that's the most important thing to think about, and that's what, drives preparedness, everything. If I don't have access to food or water, all these things, right? And yeah,
And I mean, and
antibiotics is part of that.
it's not just your maybe what's happening in your backyard. It's
Yeah,
everywhere along that supply chain. What happened at the
exactly.
factory, from the ship transporting it across the ocean to the
Mm,
docks to the truck that it gets loaded on, or the train. Is there is there a union issue with the trains,
right,
like we've been talking about the last few months? Is there? I
right.
mean, there's any one of those could all of a sudden, from one day to the next, make it so that your pharmacy, who depends on that next day access, as soon as they don't have it, give them a day or two, and their shelves will be completely bare.
Yeah,
Um, it
exactly.
doesn't take much.
Search the Rogue Preparedness Podcast wherever you listen to podcasts to hear the full interview with the founder of Jace Medical.